Welcome to my beginner's quick start guide for the Korg NTS-1.
Freebeat.
Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let's get started really quick right after a patron shout-out. Today's patron shout-out goes to Sean. Sean, thank you very much. If you'd like to support the channel, just head over to patreon.com/freebeat. Let's get going. So this video is designed to be a quick start guide. What I'm going to be doing is showing you how to go from plugging your NTS-1 in for the very first time to using the Arpeggiator to make some music and tweak the parameters to your heart's content, starting to craft your own unique sound. So the first thing you're going to have to do is build your NTS-1. It's going to come in the box in several different pieces. This is super easy to do. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and all you really need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Once you have that built, it's time to get power. The NTS-1 uses a micro USB cable for power, and it just plugs in right to the back like that. Then you'll need to plug the NTS-1 into a pair of headphones or your audio interface via the headphone jack right there in the front. After that, you're ready to get going. So let's first touch on the navigation of the menu. So we have these 7 different buttons here on the front. These allow us to go between the 7 different sections of the NTS-1, the oscillator section, the filter section, the envelope generator section, then our 3 effects. We have modulation effects, delay effects, reverb effects, and then the arpeggiator is a toggle on and toggle off. So let's go to our oscillator section really quick, and I'll explain how the 3 knobs up here work. The type knob basically allows us to select the different types of whatever we have selected. In this case, we can scroll through our different oscillator types because we're in the oscillator section. If I went over to the delay section, we could scroll through our different delay effects. Same with reverb, same with envelope generator, same with filter. You guys get the idea. Knobs A and B control the parameters of that section and whatever you have selected. So we're going to go to oscillator. We'll set the type to triangle wave. Now knobs A and B control various parameters. Cool, simple enough. Let's move over to filter. Let's select a high pass filter. There we go. HP for high pass. Now knobs A and B control our cutoff and our resonance. We can switch it back to a low pass filter. You can hear it that way. Just like that. I guess I should probably mention that the little keyboard strip does control the keyboard. If you'd like to use a MIDI keyboard with the Korg NTS-1, which I highly recommend, I have a separate video on how to do that. I will link it in the description below. Let's take a peek at the envelope generator. The type knob lets us select what type of envelope we want, and for the most part, knob A is going to be our attack-related parameters, and knob B is going to be the release-related parameters. Really as simple as that. Effects work the exact same way. They will apply an effect to all outgoing audio of the NTS-1, including the built-in oscillator, as well as any audio coming in through the audio in jack on the back, which is really nice. Mod is our modulation effects. We use the type knob to select which effect we'd like. My favorite is flanger. Then knobs A and B are going to control the timing and the depth of that parameter. Sounds so good. I love it. Delay is delay effects. So using type, we can select the type of delay effect we'd like. I'm just going to pick mono because I happen to be recording this video in mono. Knob A is going to be our time. Knob B is going to be our depth. You can hear that the flanger is still active, which, yes, that means you can stack effects. It's very, very powerful. Speaking of stacking effects, let's get some reverb on there. Type knob selects our reverb type, and then knobs A and B are once again the timing and the depth. Just like that. So let's get into the arpeggiator and we can start messing with knobs in real time. So for the purposes of this, I'm going to go into our effects and turn them all off by rotating the type knob to the far left, just so we can hear what's going on. So let's press the arpeggiator button, the ARP button. Now when we hold down a note, we can hear the arpeggiator is active. If we want to select parameters of the Arpeggiator menu, we have to hold the button down and then use our knob. So the type knob is going to control how the Arpeggiator plays. We have up, down, down, up, down. Let's try down. Okay, there's a whole bunch of different ones here. This one's continuous. You can play with those and see which ones strike your fancy. Also, while holding the Arpeggiator knob, we can select a scale to play with our Arpeggiator by selecting one of the 6 buttons right here. We have octaves, we have major, we have suspended, we have augmented, we have minor, and diminished. Also, while holding the Arpeggiator button, we can use knob A to tell the NTS-1 how many notes we want in our arpeggio. There's 1, all the way up to 24. Pretty cool. And while holding the Arpeggiator button, knob B controls our tempo. So that's how the Arpeggiator works. There's one more key feature though that makes this thing very fun to play with, and that is called Latch. To initiate Latch, we simply hold down the Arpeggiator button until the screen says Latch. Now when we press a key, it'll play the arpeggio without us having to hold down the key. This means we can go to different sections and start messing with parameters. Let's try the filter. Let's go to our envelope generator and extend the release. Go to the oscillator section. We can change our type of oscillator. We can go to saw. You can have a bunch of fun. You can even go to the effects section. Let's turn that flanger back on. There we go, yeah. Get a little bit of reverb on there. And let's put some delay on too, why not? You can press any key you like to change the root note of our arpeggio. And when you want it to end, simply press the Arpeggiator button again. There you have it. That's how you can get started jamming right away with your Korg NTS-1. You should now have a grasp of the basic functions and how to access and use them. Now, there are many more advanced features and techniques with the NTS-1, but I wanted this video to be a quick start guide. Just, how to get up and jamming with an arpeggio right away, how to change the scale, how to change the effects and parameters of the different sections, not necessarily diving into the more advanced things like the LFO section or like the wet dry for the effects or loading custom effects and oscillators, which you can do, which that's when this thing gets really crazy. I just wanted this to cover the basics. Hopefully you were able to learn something. If you do have a new NTS-1 or if you're planning on getting one, I hope this video was helpful to you. If so, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.